When she was 8, he picked her up from a garbage dump. For 12 years, he spared no effort, training her to become a top assassin. To repay him, she threw herself into the most dangerous missions without hesitation. As long as it was what he wanted, she was willing to risk her life to accomplish it. The only thing she ever hoped for was his praise, his smile when he welcomed her back. But he told her assassins couldn't smile, couldn't have emotions. From then on, she never smiled again. When she was injured, lying in bed, her brow furrowed in unbearable pain, he would say, "You are my sharpest blade. Don't let others find your weakness." From then on, she never complained of pain. When hurt, she would hide in a corner, letting no one know. She believed she would forever be special in his heart, willing to be his sharpest blade. Yet, one day when she returned from a mission, he brought back another girl. That girl was innocent and beautiful, and everyone adored her. He told that girl, "Smile more. I like it when you smile." When that girl cut her hand, even just a little, he would ache for her. He'd say, "Don't touch these things anymore." He reprimanded the staff for not looking after Lin Wan properly, docking their pay, and she could only stand by, clutching her own dislocated arm. He said to her, "I'm entrusting Lin Wan to you. Of everyone, I only trust you." That day, he had to go abroad on business. Before leaving, he instructed her to watch over Lin Wan. She accepted the order, never imagining that after 12 years of flawless missions, this would be her first failure. Lin Wan was kidnapped by his rival. She went alone to rescue her, returning covered in wounds, dragging Lin Wan back. Though rescued, Lin Wan was terrified and ran a fever for 3 days. In a cold, dark room, he hung her up and beat her until she was covered in blood. He said, "You've disappointed me so much." He wanted to punish her for failing to protect Lin Wan. He wanted her to know that Lin Wan was the treasure of his heart. If Lin Wan shed a single drop of blood, others would have to pay it back 100, 1,000 times over. It turned out that in his eyes, she was forever just a blade, not a person. The day she was released, she became colder, her actions more precise, almost like a machine. This time, she made no mistakes. Every mission he gave her was completed flawlessly. The wounds on her body multiplied, and she no longer smiled. She became more and more the person he desired. Yet he began to grow unhappy. Why did she no longer smile? No longer look at him intently? No longer steal glances from behind? He thought it was because that beating had scared her, made her know her place. That's good too, he thought. He believed that if he just gave her a small reward, she would go back to how she was before, clinging to him all day, seeing him as her one and only, her eyes following him at every moment. When he held Lin Wan in his arms and asked her what reward she wanted, she only knelt coldly, her voice as mechanical as a machine, yet incredibly firm. "I have been by your side for 12 years. I have never disappointed you in my work, nor have I ever asked for anything for myself. For these 12 years, I have done my best and have no regrets. Now, I ask for only one thing." He felt her attitude was strange today. A sudden anxiety gripped his heart, wanting to stop her words. But she looked him steadily in the eye. "Today, I ask that you let me go." "No," she said. "Please reconsider." He shouted. "No, I said no. Didn't you hear me?" He lost his temper, simply because she dared to repeat her request. But he himself didn't know why he was so angry. She remained kneeling on the cold floor, as if she would kneel there forever if he didn't agree. He rubbed his forehead, feeling a headache coming on. When he had first picked up Su Zhao, she had been stubborn at times. But back then she still showed some emotion. Not like now, cold as a machine, no explanations, no fuss, just resolutely wanting to leave. He asked, "Why do you want to leave me?" When he asked this, she remained as cold as ever, her head bowed, begging him, "I hope you will grant my wish." On the surface, he remained calm, but his fists were clenched so tightly they could have drawn blood. He would not allow it. Since when had she started thinking of leaving him? But with others present, Su Yi couldn't lose his temper. He was silent for a long time, then gestured for Lin Wan to go to her room first. Su Zhao had been kneeling for a while, but her posture was still straight, her face devoid of emotion. Su Yi knew this was all his training. She was his best assassin, and his most obedient one. He said, "Get up." He stepped forward, reaching out to help her up. "I'll pretend I didn't hear what you said. You can ask for something else. A check, a vacation, anything." I'll get it for you. He thought that by backing down like this, she would know her place and stop being stubborn. But Su Zhao didn't respond. She remained kneeling on the ground. She said, "This is my only wish." You. Su Yi really wanted to go crazy. But before he could reply, she said, "You're getting married tomorrow. You won't need an assassin like me by your side then. Young master, I sincerely wish you happiness. I also hope you will grant my wish and let me go." Su Zhao returned to her room in the familiar darkness. She had lived in this room ever since she came to the Su family. In truth, Su Zhao was terrified of the dark. Because as a child, she was abandoned by her parents at a garbage dump. Her family was too poor to raise both her and her younger brother. So they chose to abandon her, leaving her to fend for herself. It was then that Su Yi came and saved her. He was like a light shining on Su Zhao's dark life. Su Yi taught her how to shoot, how to use a knife, taught her a person's weaknesses, how to accurately cut the carotid artery to take down a target in an instant. Under his guidance, Su Zhao became a top assassin. She had to get used to the darkness she feared most, to make herself one with the night. Only then could she strike quickly and effectively. She was willing to give up herself for him, her personal hobbies, even her life. But he had only ever seen her as a tool. He had once said, "You disappoint me so much." That day, just because she failed to protect his precious Lin Wan, Su Yi hung her up, tortured her, wanting her to remember the punishment for failing a mission. From then on, she understood in her heart that in his eyes, she was nothing more than a sharp blade. But even a blade will one day dull. And on that day, he would not hesitate to throw her away like a piece of scrap. Su Zhao didn't want that. So she tried even harder, risking her life to complete the most difficult missions. The wounds piled up, never healing, and she faced death countless times, barely escaping with her life. That day, he gave her a seemingly impossible mission: "Help me assassinate this person. Then you can rest." He handed her a photo of a strange man. Su Zhao knew he was a rival in the business world, the only one worthy of making him wary. If she could eliminate this man, Su Yi could rest easy, and no one in the business world would dare to oppose him. But such a person was naturally not easy to deal with. 4 assassins had been sent before, but none had returned alive. They had all been killed. The man had even sent Su Yi a box containing the finger of the last assassin he had sent. This was the greatest humiliation for Su Yi, he told her. "Su Zhao, I believe you can do it. You are my best blade." She accepted the mission, knowing that this time, life and death were uncertain, with little chance of survival. The night before she left, Su Shi, her subordinate for many years, couldn't take it anymore. He advised her, "Sister Su Zhao, run. This mission is a death trap. Why are you still rushing into it?" Su Zhao sat at the table, checking the muzzle of her gun and her daggers, satisfied with the reflection of her half-face. She said, "Are you telling me to desert? Are you really trying to help me or harm me? Don't worry. Has your sister Zhao ever failed a mission?" But, she knew Su Shi was worried about her. Perhaps he was the only person in the world left who cared for her. That year, during a mission, Su Zhao had saved Su Shi on a whim, letting him stay at the Su family as her henchman. Su Shi saw that she was bound to die on this mission, so he tried his best to stop her. Helpless, Su Zhao could only knock him out. "I'm sorry," she said, her face softening. She helped him onto the bed, covering him with a blanket. Only then could she remove her emotionless mask. Su Zhao looked at the moon outside. Perhaps she wouldn't be coming back tonight. Su Zhao placed a letter on the table. It was a suicide note. Su Zhao had once thought she had become a blade, a tool, with no emotions left. Leaving a letter like this was so unlike her. Thinking this, Su Zhao picked up the letter, which only had 2 lines. "Help me prepare my funeral," tore it up, and threw it in the trash. A dull blade, broken, should just be thrown away. Su Zhao smiled and wondered what the outcome would be. Like the 4 before her, her body dismembered, she thought of Su Yi. What would his expression be when he saw her hand in a sealed box returned to him? Su Zhao looked at the cold moon, put on her familiar clothes, tucked her gun into her back, and walked out without looking back. That night was a bloody one. The man she had to assassinate was Ning Yanzhong, one of the most powerful men in this city. Tonight, Ning Yanzhong would be meeting a partner, which was Su Zhao's only chance. She disguised herself as a hotel waitress, successfully fooling the bodyguards. When darkness fell, Su Zhao broke into Ning Yanjiang's room. She was like a black panther hiding in the dark, silently waiting for the right moment. When she saw his face, Su Zhao drew her gun and pulled the trigger without hesitation. But at that exact moment, her hand slipped because of the dislocated joint from a previous mission. It was a grave mistake that an assassin could not afford, and it was a mistake that would cost Su Zhao her life. The sound of the silenced gunshot was deafening. The man had dodged it, the bullet grazing his cheek, leaving a line of blood. "Who's there? Who is it?" the bodyguards shouted, rushing into the room. For an assassin, if the target isn't taken down on the first try, it becomes incredibly difficult. Su Zhao retreated, firing continuously. Bang, bang. The light bulb shattered. Su Zhao used the advantage of the darkness to evade the enemy's attacks. Get her now, the shouts echoed. Su Zhao was seriously injured. As she passed the man, Su Zhao saw him looking at her. He ordered, "Leave her alive. I want this one alive." His cold voice made even an assassin like her feel a little intimidated. Su Zhao jumped through the window, the shards cutting her, having escaped with her life. Su Zhao made her way back to the villa the way she came. She wasn't dead, but she hadn't completed the mission either. The cuts on her body were all bleeding, so painful that Su Zhao had to stop to catch her breath. With every breath, every inch of her skin screamed. She slumped down by the roadside. Mission failed. Su Zhao knew what awaited her, the whip. Torture. His disappointed eyes. She remembered his words. "Su Zhao, you've disappointed me so much." Su Zhao had no strength left to think. She fainted in the darkness. In her delirium, she heard him ask, "Su Zhao, why are you still alive? Why did you come back?" Su Yi beat her until she bled, questioning her. She had failed the mission he gave her. She had no face to see him again. Su Zhao woke up with a start, gasping for breath, and found herself back in her familiar room. She was taking care of her. He cried, "Sister, you're awake?" "Boo-hoo," she said, "I'm not dead. What are you crying for?" Hearing this, she cried even louder. Su Zhao felt a throbbing pain all over her body. But at least she was alive. Thinking about her dream, Su Zhao couldn't help but shudder. She asked, "Where is the young master?" She said, "Sister Zhao, where are you going? You're still very weak." Su Zhao ignored Shi's pleas, pushed back the covers, and tried to get out. She had failed her mission and needed to accept her punishment. She begged, "I'm begging you, Sister Zhao, don't you want to live anymore?" She couldn't stop her and could only help Su Zhao to see Su Yi. He was having breakfast with Lin Wan. Seeing her deathly pale face, Su Yi put down his chopsticks. Su Zhao knelt before him. "The mission failed. I've come to accept my punishment." Su Yi helped her up. "Hey, who said this mission was harder than usual? Don't be like this." He trailed off, his meaning unclear, but Su Zhao knew he was trying to save her face, implying that she had failed the mission and should go accept her punishment on her own. Su Zhao stumbled out of the dining room. Behind her was Lin Wan's small, frightened voice. "The smell of blood is so strong. Did it scare you?" Su Zhao looked at her battered body. Before coming here, she had deliberately changed her clothes and sprayed perfume to reduce the smell of blood. But it had still frightened Lin Wan, who had never seen blood before. Through the slightly ajar door, Su Zhao saw him holding her in his arms, gently comforting her. "Lin Wan, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Throw all this away. Bring out a new table of food." The smell of blood had ruined Lin Wan's appetite and meal, so he threw it all away. Su Zhao felt a pang in her heart, so painful she almost fell. But she stubbornly held on. Su Zhao leaned against the wall, staggering back to the small, familiar prison cell. When Su Zhao first arrived here, she had once wandered into the prison cell by mistake. It was a cellar built under the villa, filled with all sorts of torture devices that one dared not imagine. Those who failed their missions or made mistakes were brought here. At that time, Su Zhao was still a little girl, unable to sleep at night. She went looking for Su Yi and went the wrong way. She heard screams of pain and, unable to resist her curiosity, pushed open the door. The scene inside made Su Zhao shiver. The person hanging there was beaten beyond recognition. Su Zhao had never seen blood before and fainted from shock. When she woke up, Su Yi was by her bed, feeding her congee. "Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Did it scare you?" He comforted her, carrying her out of that place. Su Zhao was pale with fear but only dared to shake her head slightly. Su Yi held her and comforted her. Su Zhao, don't worry, I'll never let you see that place again. Those warm words echoed in her ears. A stark contrast to the harsh reality. Each lash of the whip on her body was excruciating. The person who said he would never let her see that scene was now pushing her into hell with his own hands. He said, Su Zhao, you've failed your mission twice. This is a warning for you. The pain made Su Zhao delirious. She heard Su Yi's cold voice, then fell into a coma. This time, Su Zhao was in a coma for 3 days. Even the doctor said her injuries were too severe, that she almost didn't make it. Yet she still woke up. It was unclear what motivated her. Or perhaps Su Shi's crying was too annoying. He cried out, Sister Zhao, you're awake, you scared me to death. Su Zhao looked at Su Shi's tear-streaked face and couldn't help but feel disgusted with him. You're so gross. Hearing her scolding, Su Shi laughed instead, hugging Su Zhao. This time, because of her severe injuries, Su Zhao was given a 2-month break, with no new missions. As she limped around the house, she suddenly saw Lin Wan playing in the yard. To avoid her, Su Zhao quickly turned to go inside, but Lin Wan had already seen her and called out, Sister Su Zhao. Lin Wan ran over like a gust of wind. I heard you've been sick these past few days. I wanted to visit you, but brother Su Yi wouldn't let me. He was afraid I'd get sick if I saw you. I'm so sorry, she chattered on, and when Su Zhao didn't respond, she wasn't discouraged. Seeing you like this now, I'm relieved. It's good that you're well. Brother Su Yi said you're the best. And it's true, compared to me, a weak person who can't do anything. You're so capable. It's just that I'm too weak. I've told him to let me do some work, but brother Su Yi always refuses. She rambled on, but Su Zhao, having just woken up, didn't have much energy for her. She said, if there's nothing else, I'll go back first. She turned to leave, but Lin Wan stepped forward to block her. Oh, I'm so thoughtless. You just woke up, so you must still be tired. All right, Sister Su Zhao, you should rest well. I'll let Su Yi and I prepare for the wedding ourselves. Su Zhao's steps faltered. She couldn't believe her ears and asked again, what did you say? Ah, you don't know yet? Lin Wan looked at her with surprise, then smiled and explained to Su Zhao, Su Yi and I are getting engaged. He just proposed yesterday. As she spoke, she held up her right hand, and on her ring finger, Su Zhao saw a sparkling diamond ring. Lin Wan's eyes curved into a smile. Sister Su Zhao, you must take good care of yourself and come to my wedding with Su Yi. Su Zhao couldn't believe her ears. Her heart twisted in pain. Su Zhao pressed her hand to her chest, trying to soothe the pain that made it hard to breathe. Seeing her pale face, the servants thought Su Zhao was sick and rushed forward to support her. Lin Wan said apologetically, oh, I'm so thoughtless. I knew you just recovered and still made you chat with me for so long. You should go rest. Su Shi saw this from a distance and rushed over to help Su Zhao. Su Shi shot Lin Wan a sharp look and helped Su Zhao back. He said angrily, she's clearly doing it on purpose. She knew you were injured and still came here to provoke you. How can someone like her become the lady of the Su family? Su Zhao said softly, keep your voice down. Su Zhao's face was pale, but she still advised Su Shi. Su Zhao knew this place was their prison. Assassins had no freedom, no human rights, just one wrong word, one wrong move, and they would have to face the consequences. Su Shi was still indignant. I'm not afraid of her. Who does she think she is? She hasn't even married the young master and she's already showing off to us. Su Shi had a straightforward personality. Su Zhao could only sigh. Right now, both her body and mind were tired, and she had no energy to think about anything else. Just the thought of Su Yi's wedding made her heart ache. Su Yi hadn't said anything to her. Right, what was she? Just a tool he had picked up casually, to be thrown away at any time. Why would Su Yi need to inform her about his wedding? Thinking this, Su Zhao couldn't help but smile. A smile more bitter than tears. Su Zhao couldn't smile and started coughing, covering her mouth with her hand. Ah, blood. Sister Su Zhao. Su Shi was horrified when he saw fresh blood on her hand. Su Zhao wiped the blood from the corner of her mouth, smiling sadly. In the following days, Su Zhao was still on leave. Su Yi's private residence was busy with preparations for his wedding. Hairstylists and designers were constantly invited to the private residence to design the wedding dress and choose the most suitable makeup for Lin Wan, making her the most beautiful person on her big day. The servants in the house were also eager to please her. Su Zhao hadn't left her room since that day. She had a new mission these few days, so he couldn't stay home with her. And Su Yi's shipment this time also ran into problems. While he was racking his brain over who to assign this mission to, Su Zhao actively volunteered. I want to take this mission. Su Zhao, your health is not good yet. I have never doubted your loyalty and ability, but you don't need to force yourself. Su Zhao bowed her head as usual and said, it's okay, my health is much better. Seeing her like this, Su Yi couldn't help but frown. He reached out to help her up, but Su Zhao quickly dodged. She knelt down and said, young master, don't worry, I will definitely complete the mission this time. Su Yi sighed and could only agree to let Su Zhao and Su Shi take on this mission together. It seems like this is the first time I get to do a mission with you, Sister Su Zhao. I'm so happy. Su Zhao tapped Su Shi on the head, reminding him to focus. Su Shi then grinned. This time, their mission was not too complicated. They just needed to watch over the shipment until it reached the recipient. It's just that Su Yi was afraid that someone would jump out and cause trouble in the middle, so he needed a trusted person like Su Zhao. Unexpectedly, on this mission, Su Zhao ran into the enemy she had tried to assassinate but failed. The moment Ning Yanzhang appeared on the ferry, Su Zhao's pupils widened, her fists clenched. Ning Yanzhang's appearance here today was completely unexpected. Even Su Yi's people had not received any news. Sister Zhao, why are your hands shaking? Su Shi couldn't help but be surprised when he noticed Su Zhao's unusual behavior. Seeing the enemy who almost cost her life, how could Su Zhao not be agitated? More importantly, she had failed last time, but this time was a God-given opportunity. If she missed it today, Su Zhao would definitely regret it. Su Zhao bit her lip, touched the gun on her side, and retreated into the darkness. You stay here and finish up. I have something else to do right now. After throwing this sentence at Su Shi, Su Zhao immediately left the building. Hey, Sister Su Zhao, where are you going? Sister Su Zhao. On the other side, Ning Yanzhang's group had finished their discussion and were preparing to leave. With his keen senses, he had already felt that someone was following him. For decades, there had been no shortage of people who wanted Ning Yanzhang dead. He was not panicked, nor was he agitated. He still politely greeted everyone and got into the car. The car carrying Ning Yanzhang passed through a deserted forest. Screech, the sound of the tires stopping abruptly, rubbing against the side of the road, made a piercing noise. The driver braked hard and hurriedly apologized to Ning Yanzhang. I'm sorry, young master. What happened? The secretary sitting next to him asked the driver. It seems like there's a problem with the car. I'm sorry, young master. Please wait while I check. The driver quickly got out to check the car. Ning Yanzhang was not in a hurry. From here to his house, he still had to go a long way, coup of sight. And he was afraid that if someone was kidnapped or played tricks here, no one would know to save them. Ning Yanzhang lit a cigarette and calmly watched the smoke curl in front of him. No need to rush. Just take your time. In the dark, Ning Yanzhang could feel someone approaching. He deliberately moved away from the secretary and driver so they wouldn't be in danger. When Ning Yanzhang exhaled the smoke from his second cigarette, a cold object was placed on his neck. Don't move. With his keen senses, Ning Yanzhang quickly grabbed the hands holding the weapon to his neck. If it weren't for the fact that there was no important mission today, and no instructions from Su Zhao would not have brought a silencer. If she made a move here, it would be very conspicuous. So Su Zhao had to choose the lesser of two evils. First, sabotage Ning Yanzhang's car, then take advantage of the secluded location to attack him. Unexpectedly, Ning Yanzhang was not afraid and even provoked her back. His skills were not bad, and in just a few moves, Su Zhao saw that this person could not be underestimated. It was clear that he had many bodyguards, but Ning Yanzhang was the most difficult to deal with. After a fight, because her wounds had not yet healed, Su Zhao was at a disadvantage. Ning Yanzhang disarmed her, throwing her knife into the bushes. He pressed her to the ground, squinting at Su Zhao. Still you, huh? The one who gave me this gift the other day? Ning Yanzhang said as he rubbed the scar on his cheek. Su Zhao didn't care about his teasing and immediately launched an attack. Having failed twice at the hands of this man, Su Zhao couldn't help but be angry. Go back and tell your master. He can't do anything to me. Ning Yanzhong whispered so that only Su Zhao could hear, realizing that this person was more difficult to deal with than she had imagined. Su Zhao was not eager to fight. She retreated, taking a defensive stance. Just then, Ning Yanzhang's driver and secretary, not seeing him return, started looking for him, realizing that she was about to be discovered. And with her current health and strength, Su Zhao could not fight back. She could only reluctantly leave first. Ning Yanzhang watched her leave with a slight smile. We'll meet again soon. Sister Su Zhao, where on earth did you go? Seeing Su Zhao return, she was finally less worried. Although the mission was completed, Su Zhao's disappearance for the whole afternoon had made him very worried. Just taking care of some trivial matters, Su Zhao replied perfunctorily. She had originally wanted to report what she had seen of Ning Yanzhang today to Su Yi, but when she reached the door, she suddenly heard a voice from inside. Brother Su Yi, you don't really see Sister Su Zhao as your family. Do you? Family? What are you talking about? Really? I thought I saw you treat Sister Su Zhao so well. And you've been with her for so many years. I thought she was very important to you. Su Zhao's steps stopped, and even the hand that was about to knock on the door froze in midair. She held her breath and listened, finally hearing Su Yi laugh mockingly. Just a thing I picked up. How precious can it be? Su Zhao's heart felt like it was being squeezed, and her body trembled at the words she had just heard. A thing? So in his eyes, Su Zhao had always been just a thing? What's wrong? Why are you asking so many questions about her today? Are you jealous? No, I just think Sister Su Zhao is very capable. I thought you men all liked girls like that. What's to like? All she knows is killing. As cold as a machine. How could I like her? Wan, you're being jealous for no reason again. After saying that, Su Yi leaned down and kissed Lin Wan's lips to soothe her. Lin Wan coquettishly hit his shoulder. Soon, the sound of kissing echoed in the small room. Su Zhao retreated, her heart feeling like it was being cut by a dull knife. Her whole body bleeding, she could only laugh at herself. Then dragged her feet back to her room. The next day, Su Yi called her again. He wanted to reward Su Zhao and Su Shi for the previous day's mission. Except for the time she put Lin Wan in danger and the failed assassination. Su Zhao had never disappointed him. Tell me, what do you want as a reward? Su Yi asked, holding Lin Wan in his arms. At this moment, Su Zhao knelt down and said in a solemn voice, I have been by your side for 12 years. I have never disappointed you in my work. I have never asked for anything for myself. For these 12 years, I have tried my best and have no regrets. Now, I ask for only one thing. He felt that her attitude today was a bit unusual. Yesterday, after Lin Wan went to bed, he had gone to find Su Zhao but found that she was not at the villa. For many years, this was Su Zhao's only home, and also her only shelter. Su Zhao had never left the house unless it was for his mission. Even if she went out to buy something, she would come back very quickly, like a tamed animal that could never leave its territory. But last night, he felt that Su Zhao was very strange. She was becoming more and more like a machine. And today, her attitude and words made Su Yi feel uneasy. Su Zhao was still kneeling on the ground, calmly saying, Today, I hope you will let me go. What went wrong? Su Yi didn't know. He had always thought that Su Zhao would be by his side forever. She was so loyal to him, willing to sacrifice for him, just craving his recognition. But today, Su Zhao wanted to leave in the middle of being rewarded. Su Yi didn't understand. When did she develop this rebellious idea? But Su Yi would not allow it. He would not let Su Zhao leave the Su family. Leave him. Even if she died, she had to die here. When he heard her say that because he was getting married tomorrow, Su Yi seemed to understand a little. Was it because he was marrying Lin Wan that Su Zhao had such an idea? He suddenly laughed coldly. Su Zhao, you're muddle-headed because you're injured. Go back and think about it. Su Yi left this sentence and turned away. Tomorrow is my wedding. I need you to watch carefully. There can be no mistakes. Su Zhao stumbled back to her room. Su Shi looked at her and didn't know what to say. Sister Su Zhao, a blade with feelings will only hurt itself in the end. He advised her. The next day was Su Yi's wedding. There were many guests, so the security team was carefully selected. As hidden assassins, Su Zhao and Su Shi could not show their faces. They could only pretend to be servants, secretly observing the situation from behind, ready to protect important figures if anything happened. What Su Zhao didn't expect was that Ning Yanzhong was also at the wedding today. The car he stepped out of made the guests there gasp in admiration. Although the two of them were rivals, on the surface, they still had to put on a good show of friendship in their circle. Therefore, at Su Yi's wedding, Ning Yanzhong naturally had a seat. Congratulations, Boss Su. Boss Ning is here. It's a great honor for me. The two of them shook hands and smiled, but a cold glint flashed in their eyes. Lin Wan was still in her room preparing to be the bride. The maids and makeup artists were all surrounding her. Today, Su Yi also specially instructed Su Zhao to stay and protect Lin Wan. Is this my last mission? Su Zhao, I've already said it, don't bring that up again. Seeing that Su Zhao still hadn't given up on leaving, Su Yi was very angry. He said, unless you're dead, otherwise, don't even think about leaving this place. Su Zhao smiled faintly. Unless she was dead? On Lin Wan's side, there was of course no danger. The guests had almost all arrived, and the auspicious hour was approaching. Su Zhao didn't want to see Lin Wan, so she just stood guard outside the door. Just then, a panicked servant pushed open the door and said, Miss Su Zhao, Miss Lin Wan is gone. Su Zhao's expression changed, and she quickly pushed open the door and entered the room. The furniture was in disarray, and the window was wide open. Su Zhao frowned. When did this happen? Just now, when we were doing her makeup and changing her clothes. Miss Lin Wan said she wanted to go into the private room to change by herself. It was just behind a screen, so we didn't object, but we waited and waited, and Miss Lin Wan was nowhere to be found. By the time we went in to look, it was already like this. Su Zhao deduced that the person who could have taken Lin Wan away without anyone knowing must have been well prepared. She had been guarding the door outside, so it was probably through the window. Without a second thought, Su Zhao jumped out of the window from the third floor. She quickly saw several dark figures carrying Lin Wan towards a car nearby. Su Zhao immediately gave chase. The news of Lin Wan's disappearance soon reached Su Yi on the surface. He remained calm, but inside, he was furious. Su Yi instructed the butler to stay and entertain the guests, then quickly chased after them with his subordinates. Su Zhao drew her gun, one hand steering a large motorcycle, chasing the car in front. The two vehicles chased each other relentlessly on the mountain road. Bang! A bullet grazed Su Zhao's hair. She tilted her head to avoid it and fired 2 more shots at the front wheel of the car. Su Zhao's skills were top-notch, and soon the car lost control and crashed into the guardrail. Su Zhao immediately revved the engine, closing the distance between the two cars. The kidnapper had just stuck his head out of the car when he was taken down by a bullet from Su Zhao's gun. She violently opened the car door, knocking another man to the ground. The car that had lost control was now half hanging off a cliff. With the sea below, a fall from there would likely be fatal. Su Zhao used all her strength to pull Lin Wan up, but her wedding dress was too cumbersome, and the car was too small, so Su Zhao couldn't do anything. Take it off. Do you want to die here? Su Zhao shouted. Only then did Lin Wan tremblingly crawl out of the car. The fuel had started to leak. Su Zhao smelled the danger in the air. She used all her strength to break the door and pull Lin Wan out. Just then, another henchman who was not yet unconscious grabbed Lin Wan. The three of them were perched precariously on the cliff. When Su Yi arrived, this was the scene he saw. His heart skipped a beat, and he called out, Wan Wan, Su Yi, help me, Su Yi. Su Zhao used all her strength to kick the man off. She grabbed onto a nearby branch. Her other hand, which had been injured in the earlier scuffle and had hit the cliff, was now gradually losing feeling. Su Zhao still tried her best to use her injured arm to push Lin Wan up. Both of them were hanging precariously on the cliff. Su Zhao caught a glimpse of Su Yi, but he didn't even waste a second thinking before reaching out and pulling Lin Wan up. At that moment, Su Zhao's heart completely died. Su Yi held Lin Wan in his arms, anxiously asking her, Are you okay? You scared me to death. He cherished her like a treasure, kissing Lin Wan's forehead as if a lost treasure had been found again. Su Zhao was still hanging on the side of the cliff. Only now did Su Yi have time to notice her. He said, Aren't you going to climb up yourself? He was very angry. Su Zhao knew that she had failed her mission twice, and both times had put his treasure in danger. Su Zhao knew very well what awaited her when she returned. She suddenly smiled. Young master, I have failed the mission you gave me twice. Su Yi frowned. He didn't want to see her hanging on the cliff. He just wanted her to climb up quickly. But because she had made mistakes repeatedly, if Su Yi didn't give her a small lesson, he was afraid Su Zhao wouldn't know her place. Who would have thought that Su Zhao wouldn't budge? She said, having failed so many times. I am not worthy of being the #1 assassin. Not worthy of being by your side anymore. Su Yi felt a sharp pain in his heart. He frowned. I haven't said how I'll punish you yet. Don't make your own decisions. Su Zhao wanted to smile but couldn't. She looked up at him. 12 years ago, Su Zhao was also in a garbage dump, and she saw a pair of leather shoes standing in front of her. Looking up, Su Yi reached out and pulled her out of the garbage dump into that dark hell. Do you want to come home with me? One glance, and it cost her a lifetime. But now he was on the high cliff. Looking down on her, Su Zhao felt so tired. Even the arm that was desperately clinging to life now wanted to let go. You once said, unless I die, I can leave. Su Zhao, Su Yi shouted. His feet had already moved forward, wanting to grab Su Zhao. But at that very moment, the assassin who had fallen behind got back up. He aimed his gun forward. Bang! Su Zhao couldn't believe her eyes as a bullet pierced her chest. Fresh blood dripping down. Su Zhao. The sudden turn of events also startled Su Yi. He screamed and rushed towards Su Zhao. But her hand had lost its strength, and her arm slipped from the branch. Before Su Yi could hold on, Su Zhao fell backwards off the cliff. She saw Su Yi's horrified face. It was clearly so painful. Every wound screamed, but Su Zhao only felt relieved. She could finally leave him. Su Zhao closed her eyes, letting her body fall backwards. She was finally free. Su Zhao, Su Zhao. Su Yi's desperate screams echoed from the cliff. The moment he saw Su Zhao fall, he almost went crazy. Go find her for me now. You have to find her. If you can't find Su Zhao, don't any of you come back. Su Yi shouted at the bodyguards. Everyone quickly moved down the mountain to find her. But this place was so high, and the sea was so deep. Su Zhao was also seriously injured. It was likely that she had little chance of survival. At the villa, it seemed that the guests also sensed that something had happened. Su Yi used Lin Wan's poor health as an excuse to postpone the wedding. For the next 2 days, the Su family mobilized almost everyone from top to bottom to find Su Zhao. We must find her. Get out. A bunch of useless people. Young master. With such a distance, even a normal person falling would probably. Shut up. Su Yi kicked the person to the ground. He was like a madman now, and no one from top to bottom dared to persuade him. For 2 days, they sent people out but received no news. Everyone probably guessed Su Zhao's fate. Only Su Yi refused to believe it. Still alive. She must be alive. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Su Yi couldn't help but remember her smile on the cliff that day. Did she want to leave him that much? Su Zhao deliberately didn't come back to spite him, right? Su Yi's eyes were bloodshot. He had been awake for 2 days. Even his new fiancée, Lin Wan, couldn't comfort him. In the darkness, he ran his hands through his messy hair and dark circled eyes. No, she couldn't have died so easily. It was clear that Su Zhao had been on countless dangerous missions before. Had been in and out of life and death countless times but was always fine. She had been injured, bled so much, but in the end, she was always fine. It was clear that she needed him so much, that just a word of praise from him could make her happy all day. It was clear that she said she would spend her whole life repaying him. How could she die so easily? She was just angry with him, just trying to hide from him. Just then, a bodyguard came in. Young master, we have news. The Coast Guard reported that they found a body. Su Yi looked up. His ears seemed to be ringing. It's a woman, with many wounds on her body, and a wound on her chest, which seems to be a gunshot wound. With a bang, Su Yi almost couldn't believe his ears. He had just stood up when he felt dizzy. Su Yi fell heavily to the floor. He had actually fainted upon hearing the news. A black car stopped in front of the villa. The nurses and doctors quickly pushed the person inside. She was seriously injured. Her skin had been soaked in water until it was pale. The doctor had just cut off her clothes to examine her wounds. Everyone gasped when they saw her body. Her pale skin was covered with large and small wounds. Some were old scars, some were untreated and kept recurring. New wounds on top of old ones. No one could imagine what this girl had been through. Should we save her? A doctor hesitated. These wounds are like torture for this girl. Even if we save her, she will be tortured. It's better to let her go in peace. Save her. You must save her for me. Hearing the cold voice coming from Ning Yanjiang's mouth, the doctors and nurses dared not hesitate any longer and quickly tried to save her. Through the glass, Ning Yanjiang looked at her body, crisscrossed with scars. It was such a beautiful body. But it was like a porcelain vase that had been broken 1,000 times and glued back together. What had this girl been through all these years? On the morning of the 5th day, the girl on the bed finally woke up. The wounds on her body ached dully. It took Su Jiao a moment to open her eyes. She looked at the pure white bed curtains, this clean, light-filled room, and couldn't help but blink. Just then, the maid saw that she was awake and shouted, "You're awake." She hurried out to report the news. Soon, a few strange men surrounded Su Jiao's bed. The leader was a very handsome man, a beauty that made people unable to look away. From the first second, Su Jiao stared at him without blinking, until that gentle voice came from above her head. "You're awake? Are you still feeling uncomfortable anywhere?" Su Jiao looked at him blankly. She shook her head. Ning Yanjiang carefully told the servant to call the doctor. "It's good that you're awake, but you still need to be checked again. I'll call the doctor to examine you now." Su Jiao nodded mechanically, seeing her obedient, not making a fuss or being curious. Ning Yanjiang couldn't help but frown. But what Su Jiao said next immediately shocked him. "Excuse me, who are you? You don't know who I am?" Su Jiao shook her head. Since she woke up, her mind was blank, with no memories of this world. She only thought he was very handsome and couldn't help but have a good impression of him. "Then do you know who you are?" Su Jiao still shook her head. Ning Yanjiang looked at the secretary next to him. "It seems that Miss Su's brain has been affected." Su Jiao looked at him and asked, "I'm sorry, but right now I don't remember anything. Can you tell me where this is? And who you are?" Ning Yanjiang looked at Su Jiao, as if trying to figure out whether she was telling the truth or lying. Then, he suddenly smiled. "This is my home. I am Ning Yanjiang." His eyes looked at her with a hint of amusement. His lips curled as he said, "And you are Su Jiao, my lover." Ning Yanjiang stroked her cheek, emphasizing the last words for only Su Jiao to hear, "and also my fiancé." "Young master, she's really dead." As soon as he saw the body on the shore, Su Yi couldn't take it and fell. His heart ached as if it were being squeezed. The distance was too great, and she was so seriously injured. When she fell, her body was scraped a lot, and even her face was destroyed. But the wound on her chest was the clearest proof that it was Su Jiao. "I don't believe it. It's impossible. I don't believe it." Su Yi was still crazy and refused to believe it, until Lin Wan ran over, crying and hugging him. "Brother, don't be like this anymore. She's dead. Su Jiao is really dead." Only then did Su Yi as if he had lost his soul. "Sit down on the ground." Su Yi didn't let anyone touch Su Jiao's body. He hugged the cold corpse and returned to the villa alone. In the dark of night, Su Yi looked at the pale hand of the corpse. His voice choked with emotion. Wine. He had drunk a lot of wine. It seemed that only when he was drunk could he stop himself from going crazy. He saw many images of Su Jiao. That was when she was 12. Su Jiao's eyes were clear and pure. He fell in love with her at first sight and couldn't help but reach out to her. "Do you want to come home with me?" For 12 years, he had trained her, turning her into the #1 assassin. It wasn't that Su Yi hadn't seen the light in her eyes grow dimmer and dimmer. Those once innocent eyes gradually became wary and fearful. When he hung her up to punish her for failing a mission, her already cold eyes would be tinged with a little sadness. But now, no matter what expression, he would never see it again. Su Jiao was dead. He slammed the wine glass on the ground, and it shattered with a crash, just like his heart at this moment, which had been cut into 1,000 pieces. Su Jiao, Su Jiao. How long had it been since he had called her name? Their meetings became less and less frequent, purely for mission briefings. Su Jiao had long stopped looking him in the eye. She always knelt, respectful and serious. She no longer looked at him with a smile in her eyes. "Su Jiao likes young master the most. Su Yi smiled as if he were about to cry. The choked sound in his throat was like a wounded beast whimpering. Su Zhao, how dare you leave me? How dare you die in front of me? Su Yi clutched his head. He collapsed onto her coffin and fell to the ground, exhausted. Miss Su, your breakfast is ready. Thank you. Su Zhao thanked the maid and looked at the lavish spread of food in front of her. She was a little hungry but didn't feel much like eating. Not to your liking? A voice from behind startled Su Zhao. She shook her head. No, I'm just not hungry yet. Ning Yanzhong sat down beside her. He picked up some food with a fork and brought it to Su Zhao's mouth. Open your mouth. Su Zhao could only obediently open her mouth and take the food he had just fed her. You just woke up, so you're still very weak. You need to eat more to regain your strength. Su Zhao wanted to protest, but Ning Yanzhang's hand continued to reach out to her. Come on, I'll feed you. In this 1 month, most of the wounds on Su Zhao's body had healed. Only the dislocated arm that had fallen into the water had become worse. So it took more time to recover. Although Ning Yanzhang said Su Zhao was his fiancé, Su Zhao still resisted him feeding her a little. I can do it myself. Ning Yanzhang smiled and agreed. Since waking up, Su Zhao had been staying at Ning Yanzhang's villa. The people she had contact with were only him and the servants below. There were also a few of Ning Yanzhang's trusted associates who frequently came and went to exchange information with him. Su Zhao once asked Ning Yanzhang how they met and why they were together. At that time, Ning Yanzhang held her in his arms, in a protective posture from behind, and showed Su Zhao photos of their memories. We've known each other for a long time. I liked you first, but you didn't like me at all. When I confessed to you, you didn't agree and even cursed at me, even scratched my face. Su Zhao saw a faint scar on Ning Yanzhang's face, not knowing what caused it. But hearing him say that, Su Zhao still bowed her head and said, I'm sorry. Ning Yanzhang smiled and kissed the palm of her hand. It's okay. Didn't you still choose to be with me in the end? Ning Yanzhang treated her very gently, always caring about all of Su Zhao's hobbies and thoughts. But she always felt scared. Su Zhao seemed to feel that she had never been cherished like this before. So his gentleness made her uneasy. But because every corner of the house was filled with photos of her and Ning Yanzhang, and the servants constantly talked about her and him before she lost her memory, Su Zhao gradually believed that she was his fiancé. It was late at night. Ning Yanzhang kissed the corner of her lips. Su Zhao, are your wounds much better now? Looking at his expression, Su Zhao guessed what Ning Yanzhang wanted to do. A man's desires are all written on his face. If you're not ready, then it's okay. Ning Yanzhang saw that Su Zhao seemed to be resisting. He just gently kissed her forehead and was about to get out of bed. But Su Zhao grabbed his finger. Wait, she fidgeted with the corner of her clothes, her face slightly lowered, and said in a small voice, I don't want you to force yourself. But as soon as he finished speaking, Su Zhao took the initiative to kiss him on the lips. Ning Yanzhang's eyes widened, and he chuckled. I was going to let you go, but you chose this yourself. Ning Yanzhang quickly turned the tables. He supported Su Zhao's neck with one hand, pressing her down for a kiss. The lights gradually dimmed. The tall and strong man's body pressed down on her. Su Zhao gasped and broke away from the kiss, her eyes already a little hazy. This enchanting appearance made Ning Yanzhang's little brother quickly stand up. He unbuckled his belt, and with one hand, he pressed her down to continue their unfinished kiss. Don't be afraid, I'll be gentle. He cherished her, treasured her, and even when he entered, he guided her step by step. Su Zhao bit her lip, her chest heaving, and began to get used to his rhythm. Ning Yanzhang's fingers intertwined with hers, and they sank into a dream together. After waking up, Su Zhao felt sore all over. Even though Ning Yanzhang was very gentle last night, she was still recovering from serious injuries after all. Miss Su is awake. The boss has something to do outside today. He told us to let the lady rest. When you wake up, bring breakfast to the lady. Su Zhao thanked them as usual, then quickly changed her clothes and went downstairs for breakfast. Although she had been at the Ning family for a few days, Su Zhao was still overwhelmed by the grandeur of the place. I want to go out and buy some things later. Where does the lady want to go? If you need anything, just tell us. The servants immediately replied. Su Zhao looked at them, and one of them hurriedly retreated. Since waking up, Su Zhao had never left the villa for even half a step. Ning Yanjiang used the excuse that she was not yet well to not let her go out. Although he didn't chain her hands and feet, Su Zhao could feel the watchful eyes of others always on her. No need, I want to go by myself. And get some fresh air. But the boss has instructed that Miss Su's health is not good. She can't go out alone. Su Zhao felt uncomfortable with this vague house arrest. She was about to reply when her eyes fell on a news article in the newspaper. This phone was a new one that Ning Yanjiang had bought for her. He said that her phone was broken in the accident, and the SIM card was also lost. The new phone and new SIM card only had Ning Yanjiang's number. As if her world now only had him. Su Zhao often scrolled through the news while eating out of boredom. And at this moment, she saw the news about Su Yi's wedding. 3 days ago, the wedding was cancelled midway because the bride was sick. Su Zhao scrolled through the news. And for some reason, her head felt a little painful. Su Zhao muttered the name on it. Su Yi, Su Yi. That evening, Ning Yanjiang came back very early. When he returned, Su Zhao had already showered. She was leaning on a large armchair, scrolling through some interesting articles. Waiting for me? Ning Yanjiang hugged her from behind, resting his chin on the hollow of Su Zhao's shoulder and inhaling the fragrance of her body. You're back? Are you hungry? I'll ask the servants to reheat the food. Seeing Su Zhao about to stand up, Ning Yanjiang held her tightly. He took something out of his pocket and smiled. I have a gift for you. Su Zhao took the star-shaped necklace from his hand and smiled. Thank you. Seeing Su Zhao's screen stopped at a landscape painting, Ning Yanjiang didn't need to ask. All her actions were monitored by his people. Whatever she did, whatever she said, someone would report back to him at any time. You want to go out and play? A little. Su Zhao took a breath. She felt the hand on her shoulder tighten a little. But then his arm relaxed. Ning Yanjiang smiled and said, Okay, I have a day off tomorrow. I'll go with you. Su Zhao didn't think that Ning Yanjiang would agree so quickly. She herself was a little surprised. But Su Zhao didn't ask about this again. The next morning, the two of them quickly changed their clothes and got into Ning Yanjiang's car, heading towards the city center. Su Yi, I want to go out and buy some things for our baby today, Lin Wan said as she showed him the baby items on the shopping app. Su Yi only glanced at it but didn't pay much attention. Then I'll go with you. After the unsuccessful wedding, Lin Wan felt that Su Yi had changed. He was drowning in alcohol, looking after the ugly, smelly corpse of Su Zhao all day. Seeing that Su Yi didn't make any move to complete the wedding, she became more and more worried. But fortunately, Lin Wan found out that she was pregnant. After hearing the news, Su Yi was stunned, but then he quickly hugged her and comforted her. Lin Wan, really? We're having a baby? That's great. Hearing those words, Lin Wan finally felt happy. It seemed that Su Yi's feelings for Su Zhao were only temporary. What could a dead person do to compete with her? Lin Wan's lips curled into a smile. She coquettishly pulled Su Yi's hand to go shopping. But Lin Wan never expected that today's decision would make her regret it. At the mall, Ning Yanjiang put a large brimmed hat on Su Zhao's head. He said she had just recovered and it was easy to catch a cold in a crowded place. So he deliberately wrapped her up like a rice dumpling. Su Zhao had no choice but to obey him. Along the way, as if afraid that Su Zhao would get lost, Ning Yanjiang always held her hand tightly. This made Su Zhao a little embarrassed. She could only whisper in his ear, loud enough for only the two of them to hear. Look, I'm not a child. You don't need to hold my hand like this. Ning Yanjiang said seriously. This place is crowded. If I let go of your hand and someone takes you away, I really don't know where to find you. Su Zhao smiled. Although his words were half joking, Su Zhao still felt very warm. The two of them held hands and played, trying some games. Su Zhao stopped in front of a shooting gallery. She looked at the teddy bear there without blinking. Ning Yanjiang asked, Do you like it? Su Zhao didn't react. The word, like, seemed too strange to her. Su Zhao felt that she had never liked anything before, or that she simply didn't have that right. Her life was just killing and blood. Thinking of this, Su Zhao suddenly felt a severe headache. She frowned and held her head. Ning Yanjiang immediately took her hand and asked, What's wrong? Feeling his warmth, Su Zhao gradually calmed down. She shook her head. I'm fine, as long as it's something you like. Just say it, and I'll bring it back for you. Hearing Ning Yanjiang say this, Su Zhao finally nodded. She wanted that teddy bear. Ning Yanjiang threw a check to the owner, then picked up the small gun there. The guns in the amusement park were fake. Very light. Ning Yanjiang used a very standard shooting posture. In just 2 bursts, he shot down the farthest teddy bear, which was also the one Su Zhao liked the most. Wow, this boss is really good. This is the first time someone has won this prize. Ning Yanjiang smiled. He hugged the teddy bear and gave it to Su Zhao. At this time, Su Zhao was also interested. She said, I want to try too. As soon as she finished speaking, Su Zhao picked up the toy gun that Ning Yanjiang had just put down. She aimed in an instant, shot down the 2 nearest targets. The shooting skills of the 2 of them soon attracted the attention of the nearby strollers. They all clapped and praised Su Zhao. Ning Yanjiang looked at her, seeing that Su Zhao showed no signs of waking up her memory, just simply playing to her heart's content. She turned her head to look at him and smiled shyly. See, I'm also very good. Ning Yanjiang smiled and praised her. Yes, you've always been very good. On the other side, Su Yi was also shopping with Lin Wan. He saw a crowd surrounding a cheap toy stall. It seemed that someone was very good at shooting, and soon collected all the nearby items, causing everyone to clap. Honey, do you think this is okay? Su Yi nodded mechanically. He seemed to have lost interest in everything. Just then, Su Yi saw a very familiar figure. That figure, that body. Su Yi unconsciously walked forward, completely forgetting Lin Wan at the baby supplies counter. It was the weekend, so the mall was very crowded. Su Yi had just chased after her when he lost sight of her. He ran frantically in there to find her. Many people he bumped into frowned in annoyance, but Su Yi didn't care. He rushed forward until he saw the woman's figure walking side by side with a man. She was wearing a wide-brimmed hat, smiling and talking happily. Su Zhao, Su Yi shouted. He rushed forward, but the girl didn't stop. Su Yi caught up and pulled her hand. Su Zhao, what are you doing? An annoyed voice sounded in his ear. Only then did Su Yi realize that he had mistaken the person. He quickly let go of her hand and stepped back. Is this person sick? He heard the 2 of them mutter and then disappeared from his sight. Su Yi held his head. These past few days, he had been having continuous hallucinations. No matter where he was, everywhere, he would see Su Zhao's figure. He thought he was delusional. So Su Yi paid no attention to the 2 people who had just left the mall. Su Zhao hugged the teddy bear, her face full of contentment, walking side by side with Ning Yanjiang, passing by Su Yi. Su Yi was also there today. We quickly had someone distract him. After returning to the villa, Ning Yanjiang told Su Zhao to take a shower and go to bed first. He still had company matters to deal with. Su Zhao was also very obedient, hugging the teddy bear he gave her and going to her room to sleep. At this time, the secretary next to him reported the incident from the afternoon. Well done. I heard that Miss Lin Wan is pregnant. Perhaps it won't be long before the 2 of them hold their wedding again. Ning Yanjiang nodded, signaling that he knew. On the surface, it looked like Ning Yanjiang took Su Zhao out today. But in reality, countless people were following behind to protect them and distract Su Zhao's attention. Anyone who had ever had contact with or knew Su Zhao had no chance of approaching them. Ning Yanjiang would not allow any mistakes to happen. It was hard enough for him to get her. Ning Yanjiang would definitely not let Su Zhao meet Su Yi, at least not before then. He returned to the bedroom and saw Su Zhao sleeping soundly, curled up but still hugging the little teddy bear. He was about to turn off the light, but Su Zhao seemed to be woken up by his movement. She rubbed her eyes. Did I wake you? Ning Yanjiang kissed her forehead. Su Zhao was sleepy, so she spoke with a nasal voice. I wasn't sleeping deeply. Seeing him about to turn off the light, Su Zhao stopped him. Don't turn it off. Why? Su Zhao looked at him, snuggling closer to Ning Yanjiang for some warmth. Her voice as small as a mosquito's buzz. I'm scared of the dark. Ning Yanjiang was slightly surprised. He remembered her hiding in the dark countless times, even during that assassination attempt on him. She had waited there for a long time for an opportunity to strike. Ning Yanjiang didn't know that Su Zhao was actually very scared of the dark. He withdrew his hand and held her. Okay, I'm here. You don't have to be scared. He held her, lulling Su Zhao to sleep with his warm arm. Seeing her sleeping soundly but her eyebrows still furrowed, he didn't know if it was out of fear or because she remembered the horrible memories of the past. Ning Yanjiang's heart ached. He would hide her, Absolutely not let Sui find her. Because Sui he didn't deserve her. He was the one who had lost this priceless treasure with his own hands. So he couldn't be blamed for taking her as his own. Su Zhao's health gradually recovered very well. Even her almost useless arm had recovered 80 to 90%. After that time with Ning Yanzhong, he also did not restrict her activity area. As long as she wanted to go out, he would agree, but on the condition that Ning Yanzhong had to go with her or someone from the house had to go with her. Have you forgotten about your accident? If you're by my side, many people will be watching you. Hearing him say this, Su Zhao did not object anymore. Besides her recovering from her injuries, Su Zhao also realized that her reflexes were very good, like how she could react very quickly to things about to fall, or how she could observe very small details that normal people rarely notice. Of course, under Ning Yanzhang's protection and care, Su Zhao never had to do any heavy work. That afternoon, Su Zhao was again bored at home waiting for Ning Yanzhang to come back. These past few days, she had learned to cook a few dishes to surprise Ning Yanzhang. But maybe because she rarely went into the kitchen, the moment she touched the knife, she accidentally cut her hand. Fresh blood flowed out. Miss Su, are you all right? The servants quickly helped Su Zhao stop the bleeding. Su Zhao shook her head and said she was fine. But when she saw the drop of blood, some bloody memories suddenly flashed through her mind. Su Zhao, you were my sharpest blade. Assassins are not allowed to have emotions, not allowed to show weakness. Su Zhao, you disappoint me so much. The sound of the whip lashing on the skin was chilling. Fresh blood gushed out, and there were corpses scattered before her eyes. Su Zhao was terrified. Her face turned pale and she fell to the ground. Miss, are you all right? I'm fine. It took a while for Su Zhao to regain her senses. She tried to push away the images in her brain. It was just a nightmare. Su Zhao comforted herself, hearing that she was injured. Ning Yanzhang also came home early. When he returned, Su Zhao had already bandaged herself and was sitting dazedly by the window. Are you okay? Ning Yanzhang approached to check her wound. Su Zhao just shook her head and smiled lightly. It's okay. It's a small wound. I told them not to tell you. Su Zhao sighed. Ning Yanzhang knew that but was still heartbroken. Don't go into the kitchen anymore. She nodded. Ning Yanzhang picked her up horizontally and walked towards the bedroom. Even though I said that, I still want to change the dressing for you myself. Su Zhao knew he was unhappy because she was injured, so she could only sit still and let Ning Yanzhang bandage her. Su Zhao, I want you to know, even if you are hurt a little, I will be very heartbroken. Hearing him say this, Su Zhao suddenly felt warm in her heart. She hugged him and promised, I promise I will never hurt myself again. Okay? The two hugged each other. Ning Yanzhang gently placed a kiss on her lips. This kiss quickly ignited the fire between them. Su Zhao wrapped her arms around his neck and took the initiative to say, Want to do something? Ning Yanzhang smiled. She was getting bolder and bolder. Unlike her shy self the first time, he put his hand on her waist, his fingers gently moving over the fabric, exploring every sensitive spot on the young girl's body. Su Zhao moaned softly. The corners of her eyes were already pink. Ning Yanzhang didn't wait any longer. He pushed her onto the bed. His outer shirt came off, revealing his firm muscles and sculpted body. Su Zhao. This was the first time he had called her name when they made love. Su Zhao hugged his shoulder, looked deep into his eyes, and heard Ning Yanzhang whisper, You probably don't know. I actually liked you for a long time ago. After the cloud and rain, Su Zhao was so tired that she didn't want to leave the bed. Even her food was brought to the bedroom by Ning Yanzhang. Su Zhao rested her head on his arm, stroking his face. I'm sorry, I must have been a little rough back then. She still regretted the faint scar on Ning Yanzhang's cheek. But he didn't care. I want to take you somewhere tomorrow. Where is it? It's someone's wedding. I have to attend. Are you very close to him? Ning Yanzhang thought for a moment and said, Not very close. We can even be considered mortal enemies. Su Zhao said she would wake up early tomorrow to prepare and quickly fell asleep. Ning Yanzhang held her as usual, kissed her forehead, and also fell asleep. The next day, the Su family held their second wedding. To prevent the incident from happening again, security was strengthened several times over. Su Zhao and Ning Yanzhang had already dressed up, wearing a high-end silk dress, with a thin satin shawl over her shoulders and matching white gloves. Everyone sighed in admiration when they saw Su Zhao. Miss Su is so beautiful. Ning Yanzhong was already standing at the door. And when he saw her, he also smiled. He took her hand. Let's go. The Su family's private residence was also very crowded with guests today. And the servants were all busy preparing. After Su Zhao and Ning Yanzhong arrived, he always discreetly observed her expression. But Su Zhao, except for being a little surprised by her first contact with so many people, had no other special reaction. Ning Yanzhong held her hand and led her inside. I'll go over there to say hello for a bit. I'll be back soon. Ning Yanzhong instructed her. Su Zhao also obediently waited for him. At this time, Su Yi had already changed into his groom's suit and was greeting the guests. Ning Yanzhang's appearance did not make Su Yi happy. I came here today with my fiancé. Next month, I hope you will be at my wedding. Su Yi raised his glass and replied flatly. Congratulations, I will definitely come. After a few perfunctory exchanges, Ning Yanzhong had no interest in staying long. He wanted to go back to Su Zhao. But when Ning Yanzhong returned, he didn't see her. Ning Yanzhong looked around but couldn't find the familiar figure. At this moment, Su Zhao was standing alone in the back garden. In front of her was a tightly closed old door, looking like a small cellar. Su Zhao was lost, and unconsciously, she had stopped here. Seeing the tightly closed door, a sense of unease suddenly arose in her heart. It was as if just by taking another step, by opening this door, Su Zhao would definitely see something very terrible. She hesitated a little, her instincts telling her to quickly return to Ning Yanzhang's side. Just then, a voice came from behind. Sister Su Zhao, is that you? Is it really you? Sister Su Zhao, I'm not mistaken, am I? The man rushed over and hugged her. Su Zhao almost lost her balance and fell backwards. She looked at the strange man, who was crying loudly, constantly saying, Are you really back? Boo-hoo, I thought, he cried so pitifully. But Su Zhao had no memory of this person. She pushed him away and said, I'm sorry, you must have the wrong person. Impossible, I know it's you, why don't you recognize me? Su, she cried loudly, wanting to step forward and hug her. But an arm pulled Su Zhao back. Su, she looked up and saw Ning Yanzhang's cold eyes. Don't touch her. Seeing Ning Yanzhang, Su Zhao also felt more at ease. She explained to the man, I don't know who you are, but there must be a misunderstanding here. I am Su Zhao, but I don't know you. Su, she looked at the Su Zhao he thought was dead, and was momentarily moved, but looking closely, if she was really the Su Zhao he knew, how could she be with Ning Yanzhang, the young master's enemy? Maybe I got the wrong person. I'm sorry, I was a little emotional just now. It's okay, Su Zhao said kindly. Ning Yanzhang didn't want her to linger here, so he quickly took her back to the party. From a distance, Su, she still watched Su Zhao's figure, lost in thought. Was his sister Su Zhao really not coming back? In the main hall, the party had begun. Su Zhao and Ning Yanzhang sat in the second row, watching the ceremony. Lin Wan smiled happily as she walked into the hall. But just then, she suddenly saw Su Zhao in the second row. Lin Wan thought she was seeing things, but looking closely, her face immediately turned pale. And Su Yi, seeing Lin Wan's expression, also turned his head. At that moment, he couldn't believe his eyes and his mouth fell open. Even the priest's question was repeated 3 times. But Su Yi didn't hear it. Groom? Groom? At this moment, Su Yi's eyes were fixed on the woman next to Ning Yanzhang, so stunned that he forgot to breathe. Then, to the surprise of all the guests, Su Yi dropped the wedding rings he was about to give to Lin Wan, stepped down from the altar, and ran towards Su Zhao. Is that you? Is it really you? Seeing Su Yi's gaffe, the other guests were extremely surprised, and even Lin Wan was as if petrified. She could only look at Su Zhao, her eyes full of surprise, fear, and hatred. Sir, you've got the wrong person, Su Zhao continued to explain. But Su Yi was like a madman. He hugged her, wanting to pull her up. Ning Yanzhang quickly blocked him. Let go. Who the hell are you? Get lost. Su Yi lost his temper. It was so hard for him to find her. He would not allow anyone to interfere in the matter between him and Su Zhao. Seeing Su Yi lose his temper with Ning Yanzhang, Su Zhao's expression also frowned. She said, I don't know you. I hope you will be respectful. Then she turned to Ning Yanzhang to see if he was injured. Are you okay? Su Yi was extremely surprised to see this scene. He clearly remembered that Su Zhao's eyes were always on him. She never left him. In her eyes, Su Zhao's whole world was him. But at this moment, she looked at him with cold eyes. And with that man, she was extremely gentle. There was also concern and heartache. Boss Su, I hope you will calm down. This is my fiancé. What? Su Yi couldn't believe his ears. And Su Zhao seemed to tacitly admit it. He saw the sparkling engagement ring on her ring finger. And his heart was like being cut by a knife. Impossible. You are clearly Su Zhao. My Su Zhao. Su Yi shouted, wanting to grab Su Zhao's hand. But she had already stepped back. Please be respectful. The cold, distant look and the disgust in her eyes made Su Yi feel as if he were dead. Had his Su Zhao ever looked at him with that kind of look? At this time, Ning Yanzhong had already stood up in front, protecting her, and putting Su Zhao behind him to protect her. Boss Su, today is your happy day, so I don't want to make a big deal out of it. But if you continue to say crazy things and touch my fiancé, then don't blame me, Ning Yanzhong, for not giving you face today. The smell of gunpowder exploded in the air. The remaining guests all gasped. The two families, Su and Ning, although they were friendly on the surface, had been fighting to the death in the dark. If the two of them fell out today, no one could imagine the consequences. I'm sorry, it's our Su Yi who has been rude. Lin Wan hurried forward to mediate. Only then did Su Yi stop. Ning Yanzhong pulled Su Zhao away. Su Yi watched her figure get into the car, not turning back, and gradually leaving his sight. His eyes were bloodshot, and he gritted his teeth. Ning Yanzhong, tired? Ning Yanzhong let Su Zhao rest her head on his shoulder. I wouldn't have brought you here if I had known. Su Zhao shook her head. I'm fine. In fact, she was lying. From the moment she saw that man named Su Yi, her head had been throbbing continuously. Many unclear memories flashed through her mind. But because she didn't want Ning Yanzhong to worry, she still endured it. Su Yi. Su Yi. For some reason, just mentioning this name made her feel like her heart was being squeezed. Unable to breathe. That night, Su Zhao tossed and turned. She looked at the soundly sleeping Ning Yanzhong and quietly got out of bed. And when the bedroom door closed, Ning Yanzhong also opened his eyes at the same time. I knew it was you. Su Yi laughed crazily. As soon as the wedding was over, he immediately rushed back to the cellar in the basement, where Su Zhao's body was kept because he didn't want to bury her. Su Yi had tried all sorts of methods to keep Su Zhao's body intact. At this moment, he saw the wound on the back of this body, 2 inches below the ribs. It was indeed so. Haha, it was indeed so. At that time, Su Yi was too heartbroken to investigate carefully. But he had raised Su Zhao since she was a child, and he knew every wound on her body. That year, to protect him, Su Zhao had taken a knife for him from a group of assassins. But this body was smooth, without a single wound. After a moment of crazed joy, Su Yi became even angrier. Ning Yanzhong had dared to deceive him for so long, hiding Su Zhao away. Su Yi clenched his fists. This time, he would definitely not let Ning Yanzhong go, nor would he lose Su Zhao again. Early the next morning, when Ning Yanzhong woke up, Su Zhao was already downstairs cooking a meal for him. You're up? Come down and eat. Seeing her expression was no different, Ning Yanzhong did not expose her. He slowly approached the dining table and sat down. Wait for me a moment. The food is ready. He watched her busy in the kitchen, his eyes always fixed on Su Zhao without leaving. Last night, the people he sent to monitor Su Zhao had reported that she had secretly met with Su Shi. It was only a matter of time before she remembered. She was a professional assassin, so if she wanted to hide it, Ning Yanzhong would not expose her. The two of them calmly ate a meal. The space was strangely quiet. Ning Yanzhong, you said before. How did we meet? Ning Yanzhong looked at her, his eyes still as calm as usual. I pursued you first. We met in high school. We liked each other. His voice droned on, recounting the story he had told her when Su Zhao had just woken up. Su Zhao bowed her head and did not answer. A dead silence enveloped the dining table. Ning Yanzhong, you still don't want to tell me the truth? Ning Yanzhang's hand froze, and even his heart skipped a beat. He saw Su Zhao look into his eyes and say, Ning Yanzhong, I already know everything. The moment he heard her say that, Ning Yanzhong seemed to stop breathing. He was silent for a long time and couldn't say a word. In fact, Su Zhao didn't completely believe everything Ning Yanzhong said. Even though she had lost her memory, her instincts were still those of an assassin. Su Zhao's senses and thinking were very strong. She smiled faintly. Her eyes darkened, no longer as lively as they were in the past few days. I have so many wounds on my body. Even if it was an accident, I couldn't have been injured like that. Not to mention that some of the scars are very old. If Su Zhao really loved you from the beginning, and was protected by you like that, who could have hurt her? Su Zhao had had her doubts. But she was also afraid to know the truth. Afraid to remember the terrible past that still tormented her in her dreams. Actually, we are not lovers. I am not your fiancé. But, Su Zhao trailed off, but an assassin who was supposed to be here to kill you. But he had given his heart to her. Protected her for so long. Su Zhao closed her eyes. After meeting Su Shi last night, Su Zhao had confirmed her identity. And her memory was also gradually recovering. Su Zhao looked at him and said, "Thank you for doing so much for me. And, I'm sorry." As soon as she finished speaking, Su Zhao pulled out the gun at her side and, without another word, aimed at Ning Yanzhong and pulled the trigger. Lin Wan was still sitting at her dressing table. The thought of Su Zhao appearing at the wedding terrified her. Lin Wan's hands were twisted together. Her face pale. Why was she still alive? Why didn't she just die? The extreme hatred was etched on Lin Wan's face, making her look extremely fierce. Just then, a knock on the door sounded. Lin Wan snapped, "Don't bother me." The knocking stopped, but then the sound of the doorknob turning was heard. Lin Wan was furious, about to turn around and curse whoever was so blind. But when she saw the person who entered, her whole body froze, her breathing became tense, and she didn't dare to breathe heavily. Opposite her, Su Zhao stood in the darkness, her assassin's face coldly looking at Lin Wan, a smile on her face. "Lin Wan, long time no see. You haven't forgotten me, have you?" Su Zhao asked, her voice ice cold. Lin Wan was so scared her face was drained of all color. Why are you here? How did you get in?" Lin Wan asked a redundant question. With Su Zhao's ability, who could stop her? At this moment, Su Zhao had locked the door. She took step after step towards Lin Wan, while Lin Wan trembled and retreated. Su Zhao, what do you want to do?" Su Zhao pulled out a dagger and held it to her neck. Her cold face looked as if she would kill Lin Wan immediately. She said, "Lin Wan, seeing me alive, shouldn't you be happy?" Su Zhao's voice had no warmth. "You must have been very disappointed that you couldn't kill me back then." Huh? In the darkness, Ning Yanzhong lit a cigarette. The ash fell on his hand, burning, but Ning Yanzhong seemed to feel nothing. Ning Yanzhong was actually taking a gamble, because he knew he couldn't deceive her for a lifetime. He could protect her, hide her away, but he couldn't guarantee that Su Yi would never find her. Sooner or later, the day would come when Su Zhao remembered. Therefore, he chose to make a risky move, deliberately taking Su Zhao to the wedding that day. He was gambling, betting on how Su Zhao would choose after she remembered. Would she continue to stay by his side? Or, even though he knew the result beforehand, Ning Yanzhong still couldn't bear it. That day, after pulling out her gun, Su Zhao had shot him and run away. Although she had deliberately missed, Ning Yanzhong was still heartbroken. He knew that with her ability, missing was impossible. And besides, the two of them were so close. Ning Yanzhong had no defense at all. She did that just to break up with him. Just like a bullet that leaves the barrel can never return. But just then, the surveillance he had sent to monitor Su Zhao reported a piece of news that shocked Ning Yanzhong. "Miss Su. She went to the Su family alone. She has now taken Lin Wan hostage, and the entire Su family is surrounding her. Su Zhao, let Lin Wan go, okay?" At this moment, Lin Wan had been forced to the balcony by Su Zhao, her neck threatened by her knife. She could only tilt her head back and cry for help. "Su Yi, help me. Su Yi, help me." Su Yi had rushed to find her as soon as he heard that Su Zhao was back. But he didn't expect to see the servants in the house knocked out. Su Zhao threatening Lin Wan with a knife, wanting to push her to her death. "Su Zhao, I know it's all just a misunderstanding. It's good that you're back. As long as you let go, I won't pursue it." Su Zhao smiled faintly. A misunderstanding? The injuries she had suffered in the past 12 years. That pain, in his eyes, was all just a misunderstanding? "Young master, I am no longer your person. I don't need to listen to you. Seeing her say this, Su Yi was in pain as if he were being cut by a knife. Have you forgotten? You said, if I die, I will be free. Su Jiao emphasized, I'm already dead, by that cliff. Didn't you see it yourself? Su Jiao remembered the moment she fell in despair. Her whole world had closed at that moment. After waking up, she was tortured by her wounds for several months. She was originally a dead person. It's just that God still had mercy on her, giving her a chance to come back and collect the debts owed to her. I am no longer a person of the Su family. You have no right to order me around. As for Lin Wan, she must die today. Hearing her say this, Lin Wan was even more frightened. Su Jiao, you're crazy. I didn't do anything to you. Why are you always so jealous? Always hate me so much? I'm jealous of you? Su Jiao smiled faintly. Originally, Lin Wan, she couldn't even be bothered to look at her. She also didn't care that she constantly provoked and flaunted in front of her. I originally had no interest in you at all. But Lin Wan, you should never have plotted against me, trying to kill me. Do you think that the things you did, God doesn't know and the ghosts don't know? Lin Wan's face turned pale when she heard this. But Su Jiao laughed loudly. Do you think that the incident at the wedding that day, the kidnappers you hired to harm me, I don't know about it all? That year, at the wedding, Lin Wan deliberately hired people to stage her kidnapping. This woman was too vicious. She just wanted Su Jiao to fail her mission. She knew that Su Yi had indulged Su Jiao many times. But if she made mistakes repeatedly, Su Yi would definitely get tired of her. Lin Wan not only wanted Su East to drive Su Jiao away, she also wanted Su Jiao to disappear forever. That last shot was ordered by Lin Wan to the kidnapper. She hated Su Jiao so much that she wouldn't stop until she was dead. But Su Jiao had already guessed it. The Su family was so tightly guarded. Even if they wanted to kidnap Lin Wan, they would have alerted a few people. It was absolutely impossible to be so quiet, unless Lin Wan deliberately distracted the servants and ran off with the kidnappers herself. Lin Wan, is this true? Su Yi asked. No, it's not. She's lying. She's spouting nonsense. I didn't do it. Su Yi, you have to believe me. Lin Wan tried her best to explain. But Su Jiao pressed the knife deeper. Whether it's true or not, you have to die today. Don't. Su Yi cried out in alarm. Su Jiao, don't do anything foolish. As long as you stop now, I will forgive you. We will be as we were before. You will still be the person I trust the most. Let's go back to how we were before. Okay, Jiao Jiao? Su Jiao looked at Su Yi's earnest face and suddenly found it ridiculous. Did he mean that if she hurt Lin Wan today, Su Yi would not hesitate to shoot at her? Right? Young master, I have already repaid the life-saving grace of 12 years ago. No, I say it's not enough. It's not enough. I won't allow it. At this point, Su Jiao didn't care about anything anymore. Her life had ended the moment she fell from that cliff. Su Jiao smiled. Now, if you don't shoot, you can only watch Lin Wan die at my hands. She saw Su Yi trembling as he held his gun, and the others also pointed their guns at Su Jiao. As soon as she finished speaking, gunshots immediately rang out in the air. Who dares to touch her? The main gate of the Su family was opened with great force. Su Yi's men immediately pointed their guns at the newcomer. From the darkness, Su Jiao saw Ning Yanzhong approaching, his face devoid of emotion. The people surrounding Ning Yanzhong had completely surrounded the Su family. If you dare to touch a single hair on Su Jiao's head, I will bury the entire Su family with her today. Su Jiao's arm trembled slightly. Why did he come here? That shot of hers should have cut off everything. He should hate her, have no lingering feelings for her. Not only did she fail to assassinate him, she also received many favors from him. But then she pointed a gun at him. Yet Ning Yanzhong still chose to stand by her side. Even when she betrayed him, he still sent people here. For her, to oppose the entire Su family. Looking into Ning Yanzhang's eyes, Su Jiao felt her heart skip a beat again. Yanzhong, Su Jiao, you don't need to shed blood for this kind of person. What you want, I will do for you. What you don't want, I will never force you. Even if you want the entire Su family to be buried with you today, I will do it for you. Ning Yanzhong walked towards her. Su Jiao felt her heart beat faster and faster. She was ashamed. She didn't dare to face his love and forgiveness. She had clearly hurt him so much. He was so foolish. A tear gently fell on her cheek. It had been a long time since she had shed a tear. Even in pain, even when tortured, even when covered in wounds. Because Sui once told her not to cry, not to complain of pain, not to have emotions. But Ning Yanzhong said, "You are my treasure. Even if you are hurt a little, I will be heartbroken." He would cherish her, treasure her, and not let her suffer even a little grievance. Her cold heart had gradually been warmed by his love. Ning Yanzhong took her hand, the warmth from his palm reaching Su Zhao's heart. She had once been desperate, once thought that there was nowhere else to go in this world. Her heart had died the moment Sui abandoned her. She became an emotionless machine. But as a human, who cannot feel pain? Who cannot cry? Don't be afraid. I'm here. I will protect you. Ning Yanzhong whispered in her ear. He held her, cherishing her like a treasure. Su Zhao sobbed and hugged him. She had originally chosen the path of death for herself. She just wanted to settle all her debts, kill Lin Wan, and then be prepared to be killed by Sui. She could leave this world. But the moment she saw him, Su Zhao's heart still wavered. He was the only reason that made her hesitate, and also the only light shining on her life at this moment. Cough, cough. Lin Wan fell to the ground after being released from the thread. She coughed loudly, but Ning Yanzhang's next words made her even more frightened. Lin Wan, I told you, you can touch anyone but not her. Yet you threw my words to the dogs? Lin Wan's face was pale. She was horrified to discover that Ning Yanzhang wanted to show his hand to her. Lin Wan, I hired you to get close to Sui, not for you to fall in love and have a child with him. The words Ning Yanzhang uttered stunned everyone. Even Sui was unexpected. Lin Wan's face was pale. She kept shaking her head and retreating. Many years ago, when he discovered that Su Zhao was the girl Ning Yanzhang had been looking for, he had sent Lin Wan to the Su family. Her mission was to seduce Sui and act as Ning Yanzhang's spy at the Su family. But Lin Wan developed feelings for Sui and repeatedly went against his wishes, even trying to push Su Zhao to her death several times out of jealousy. A useless pawn. What's the point of keeping it? Seeing the gun pointed straight at her, Lin Wan was also frightened. She knelt down, her face pale, and through Ning Yanzhang's words, Sui also guessed the relationship between them. Is it true? Lin Wan, are you a person sent by Ning Yanzhang to be by my side? I. Lin Wan opened her mouth but couldn't explain anything. But her expression was an answer in itself. Sui seemed unable to bear this shock. What had he done? He had hurt Su Zhao for a spy, and even pushed her to her death? Remembering the whippings for Su Zhao's failed missions, Sui went crazy. What on earth had he done? Sui, I really love you. I have never deceived you. Nor have I ever betrayed you. Lin Wan crawled to Sui and begged. But he coldly pushed her away. At this moment, his heart was filled with regret for Su Zhao. He had foolishly lost her. Su Zhao, Sui wanted to touch her, but Ning Yanzhang would not allow it. Seeing him protect her like this, Su Zhao gently pushed his hand away. Her eyes seemed to say, "Wait for me." Ning Yanzhang reluctantly let go of her hand. Su Zhao looked at Sui, who had been consumed by regret. But now her eyes were only cold. Young master, you saved me back then and took care of me for 12 years. For that grace, Su Zhao swore to repay you with her whole life. Zhao, but what I have done for the past 12 years is enough. I have also died once. So that debt of gratitude, you and I have settled. No one owes anyone anything. Su Zhao took out the jade bracelet from her pocket. The first day she came here, Sui had given it to her. Su Zhao had always kept it with her like a treasure. When she was injured or alone in the dark, she would take it out to find some warmth to comfort herself. Today, the love is gone. There is no need to keep this thing anymore. Su Zhao and you, our bond is severed. No. In front of Sui's surprised eyes, Su Zhao let go of her hand. The bracelet fell to the ground and quickly shattered into 1,000 pieces. Sui hurriedly crawled to pick it up, but it was too late. No. He almost went crazy picking up the pieces. There was no emotion in Su Zhao's eyes. She returned to Ning Yanzhang's side, to the light of her life. Just then, a loud laugh came from behind her. It's all your fault. Why didn't you die? Su Zhao, go to hell. As soon as she finished speaking, the sound of the trigger being pulled was heard along with a crazed laugh. Zhao, Ning Yanzhang shouted, rushing to embrace her. the sound of a bullet piercing through flesh. Lin Wan's laughter was still heard, but she was quickly caught by Ning Yanjiang's men. They snatched her gun and let her fall to the ground. Ning Yanjiang, Su Zhao called out in horror. She held him, but Ning Yanjiang reassured her. I'm fine. How can that be? She wanted to check his wound, but Ning Yanjiang shook his head, because he was really fine. And at this moment, a very small moan was heard, attracting her attention. Su Zhao saw Su Yi fall to the ground, fresh blood spreading from his left chest, as red as the spider lily in the underworld. Su Zhao's eyes were full of surprise. Su Yi coughed up a mouthful of blood, his body trembling. He reached out to her. Zhao, this time I protected you. Su Yi said each word with difficulty, a satisfied smile on his face. And on the other side, Lin Wan, seeing Su Yi take a bullet for Su Zhao, also went crazy. In the end, the person he chose was still not her. Su Zhao heard Lin Wan's crazed laughter. She looked at Su Yi, who was dying on the ground, and finally stopped. Zhao, do you still like me? Su Yi said each word with difficulty. Each breath made his heart ache, and more fresh blood flowed out. The Su family had called an ambulance, and many people were helping him stop the bleeding. But Su Yi just wanted to grab her arm. Zhao, come back to me. Okay? Su Zhao looked at his bloody hand reaching out to her, but she didn't take it. Su Zhao sighed. The doctor will be here soon. Please bear with it. At that moment, when Su Zhao thought that Ning Yanjiang had been shot, she almost lost control. But at this moment, she didn't feel the heartache she had imagined. Su Zhao looked at Su Yi and said, before, I would risk my life for you. Even if you were hurt a little, I would go crazy and want to kill everyone to protect you. But at this moment, it's strange that I don't feel any heartache. Nor do I feel any gratitude. Su Zhao said, so, I don't like you anymore. Her words were like a fatal blade. Su Yi coughed up a large mouthful of blood, gasping for breath, but Su Zhao didn't feel any fluctuation at all. At this moment, only one person could make her heart flutter and beat again. Su Zhao looked at Ning Yanjiang. The sound of the ambulance siren was heard outside the gate. There was nothing left for the two of them here. Ning Yanjiang took her hand and left this hell that had imprisoned Su Zhao for more than 10 years. Zhao. Su Yi's mournful cries from behind could no longer make her turn back. She took Ning Yanjiang's hand and smiled at him. A late deep love is meaningless. The new day was dawning. Ning Yanjiang held Su Zhao's hand, unwilling to let go, but he had never forced her to do anything. He knew that she had been imprisoned by Su Yi for more than 10 years. So at that time he chose to let Su Zhao know the truth. He wanted her to be free, no longer imprisoned by anyone or any feelings. Ning Yanjiang stood still and looked at Su Zhao, as if waiting for her to make a decision. Seeing him like this, Su Zhao seemed to guess his intention. Ning Yanjiang was waiting for her to make a decision, and no matter what she chose, he would accept it. Su Zhao suddenly reached out and took his hand. Let's go. Where to? Ning Yanjiang asked in surprise. Su Zhao smiled. Back to our home. Seeing Ning Yanjiang still surprised, she had already approached him and took the initiative to kiss him on the lips. You said I am your fiancé. You still owe me a wedding. Do you want to go back on your word? Ning Yanjiang couldn't believe it. She actually wanted to be with him? After a brief moment of surprise, Ning Yanjiang rushed to embrace her and couldn't wait to kiss her on the lips. Su Zhao, you chose this yourself. I am a very petty person. I won't let you choose again. Even if one day you regret it, I will still. Su Zhao kissed him on the lips. Cutting him off, she smiled, looked deep into his eyes, and made a vow. Ning Yanjiang, I have no regrets. For the rest of my life. Su Zhao, I will not regret marrying you. Ning Yanjiang, I love you.